bitter taste makes good medicine. It's a Chinese proverb my grandma would say whenever I was forced to ingest that foul-tasting cough syrup as a kid. I took it as advice on resilience and how suffering can be rewarded. I tried to apply those principles when I started running last year. You see, I despised running. Avoided it like the plague my entire adult life. I saw runners and thought they were into self-torture. It's labored breathing, muscle soreness, and heart pounding the speed of F1 cars. But I also know it's a miracle drug. Studies have shown that running reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease. It's beneficial to the immune system, has a dramatic antidepressive effect, improves brain performance, promotes deep sleep cycles, and can even give some athletes a sense of euphoria referred to as a runner's high.
In my heart,
The heavy breathing, heart-pumping feelings during long runs trigger chemical reactions in the brain. These chemicals are flooded into the bloodstream, and for some athletes, these chemicals can be perceived as euphoric, dubbed the runner's high. Researchers believe endorphins, the feel-good chemicals that are released during eating and sex, and endocannabinoids, chemicals that have similar effects to cannabis and trigger psychoactive effects, are responsible for making runners feel this sense of calm and less anxiety. However, studies show that this sense of euphoria is actually quite rare, and not everyone who runs experiences it. Challenges and goals are something many of us are familiar with. It's how I got my start into running. I was on the couch watching 38-year-old LeBron James throw tomahawk dunks, and I bargained with my own age. I wanted to be faster, I wanted not to be fat, and I wanted that high. With the push from my brother, I signed up for the first organized running event in my life. Equipping myself with dusty old Adidas gym shoes, I trained in the bleak Canadian winter. And my mind was set on the challenge. I reminded myself bitter taste makes good medicine. I stayed resilient, pushing through the pains in an attempt to achieve my goals, eventually even hitting my best effort on race day. Unfortunately, after the race, I found myself back on the couch. Setting goals as motivation was unsustainable. On top of that, the runner's high that I read all about, nothing but a pipe dream. I didn't feel euphoric. I felt senses of urgency. Every step pounding the concrete was bitter. I wondered if the runner's high was even real. Do you remember the first time you had black coffee? I remember it tasting like ashtray. But like running, coffee has a cocktail of health benefits. Coffee beans hold over 1,200 volatile compounds. It's a drink even more chemically complex than wine. For example, the unique compounds that make green apple sweet can also be extracted in some coffee beans. But being able to taste the subtle coffee notes requires experience, awareness, and the right conditions. It requires moments of focus on the senses to uncover the delicate notes. By keeping the mind present, I'm able to embrace the layers and nuances in the bitter. And it's not just coffee. Think wine, cigars, chocolates, learning new languages and art, heck, even love. They can all be bitter. But in that bitterness is complexities and idiosyncrasies that are beautiful. The bitter notes don't have to be avoided. They can be embraced in their own magical ways. Can this beauty be found in running?
I'll be damned.
Sir, why are you running?
Why are you running?
Are you doing this for world peace?
Are you doing this for the homeless?
Are you running for women's rights?
Or for the environment?
Or for animals?
They just couldn't believe that somebody would do all that running for no particular reason.
Why are you doing this?
I just felt like running.
On a bitter December day, 7 months removed from the race, something inside me was calling. I didn't miss the goal-setting part of running. Rather, I missed the going outside, the fresh air, the sweating, and heck, the heavy breathing and heart-pumping feelings too. Now equipped with the Nike Invincibles, I ran with a sense of freedom instead of urgency. A a sense that pounding concrete can be redeemable. I was present, focused, in tune with my breathing, my heart rate, my steps, and my body. The bitterness made me feel alive and grounded. And sure enough, immediately after that first run, I experienced my first ever runner's high. Just like it was described, euphoric and anxiety reducing. It wasn't mind-blowing, but it gave me a sense of self and well-being. It gave me a moment of peace to reflect. Under the right conditions, running is akin to art, and our expression is in the ability to move. Perhaps I misunderstood the proverb, because savoring the bitterness is pretty damn good medicine too.